guys, welcome back to For Real Guide, or if you're new here, welcome. I hope you're all having an absolutely incredible day. Now, today's video is all about red flags in relationships, specifically when you first start dating someone. So like that first date to maybe the 2 or 3 month mark. Now, there could be red flags that go unnoticed for years down the line of dating someone. So it's really important that we catch those right away. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're always seeing more self-help, self-growth type videos. Well, without further ado, let's get into the 9 red flags you should look for when dating someone. So the first red flag to look for is if they always talk about themselves and never ask you questions. This is a super crucial thing to pick up on during that first to third date period, when you're just starting to date someone and get to know them. If they keep talking about themselves and never ask questions about you, then they're probably not that interested in you, or, don't really care about you to that capacity. If you notice that they're always talking about their mom and their friends and their job, it might seem attractive at first, like, oh, they really want me to get to know them. They're super emotionally available and open. But all that glitters is not gold. So definitely take note on if they might be a little bit more obsessed with themselves than interested in what you have to offer. The second red flag to look out for is if they call their ex crazy or have a super victim mindset about themselves. You don't want to be with someone who thinks they do no wrong or, is a narcissist at the very most. If someone always thinks that they did nothing wrong and that they've been the victim for everything and their ex is crazy and, treated them poorly, that's a huge red flag. You do not want to be with someone who doesn't think they have any faults, because, every single person has done some things wrong, especially in a relationship. The third red flag to look out for is if they love bomb you. Sharon Paker, a licensed family and marriage counselor, said that love bombing is often what manipulators do in order to win your trust and affection so that they can just meet their goals. So if you find that the person you're starting to date is showering you with gifts, with trips, saying how perfect you are with them right from the jump, that is a huge red flag. They probably don't mean it, and they're just trying to get you locked in so that they have that control over you. So the fourth red flag is if this person doesn't really have any friends or just no close friends. If this person doesn't have really any close friends, it might show that they aren't really someone that can open up to have a true relationship with someone in a well-developed capacity. So it might be foreshadowing what a distant relationship might look like if you start seriously dating them. It also might open up the gateway for them to be more of a victim and have that more manipulative victim mindset with you. Because if you ask them about it, they might say, oh, well, nobody gets me, I'm different, or like all my friends, didn't want to be friends with me because they suck, or whatever the case may be, which you definitely want to run away from. So the fifth red flag is if this person makes you feel bad or guilty about hanging out with your friends over them. If you started to date someone for a little bit of time and they're already making you feel bad for spending more time with your friends versus them, that's a huge red flag. Your friends, your priorities, your relationships with people that you want should be your top priority, because they were there long before this person was. This new person shouldn't feel like they get to own you and your time. So if you feel like they're making you feel bad about spending time elsewhere, that's a huge red flag. So the sixth red flag to look out for is if this person thinks they know what's best for you. There's nothing wrong with someone new coming into your life and wanting to help you out with certain things, wanting to support you in certain ways and help you carry out what you've been working on. But if this new person comes in and kind of tries to control you, what you're doing with your life, thinks they know what's best, or deter you from following some of your goals and aspirations, that's a huge red flag. Someone should be supporting you and know that you're an independent person and should trust that you know what you're doing as an adult, as an independent person. The 7th red flag to look out for is if you feel like you can't talk about certain topics with this person. Noticing your comfort levels when you start talking to a new person is a really good indicator if they are good for you or not good for you. Obviously, it takes some time to warm up to people, but you should know within the first couple dates if you're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in their presence. If you feel like you can't bring up certain things for fear that they're gonna get angry or they're gonna judge you, that's a huge indicator that they're not the right person for you. The 8th red flag to look out for is if this person wants to see what's going on in your phone. Regardless if it's a new relationship or a relationship that's been going on for a couple years, I think it is so invasive to be asking a significant other or a new dating partner to see their login credentials for Instagram or just know their phone password. If there's anything that you can be in control about, it's yourself, your body, and your phone that you paid $700 for. You're an independent person, and if someone isn't trusting you, that is all on them and that's their problem. So the 9th and final red flag to look out for is if this person makes rude remarks or cuts you down and then says they're just kidding. Making small jabs at someone or rude remarks and then gaslighting you and saying they're just joking when it clearly upsets you is a huge red flag. And this can start on day 1, on the first date. Obviously, it's fun to play around with your friends and partners, but someone should have the social awareness to know when they're hurting someone else's feelings by the little remarks that they're saying. So if they make you feel crazy or overly sensitive and bad about yourself because they're just kidding, that's a huge red flag. They should know if something's bothering you and they should stop. So there you guys have it. Those are 9 red flags that I think you should definitely look out for when you first start dating a new person. Now, let me know in the comments if there's any other red flags that you guys think that we should all be aware about. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to like the video so I know to keep making new videos like this, and subscribe to the channel so you always see more relationship and self-growth type videos. Well, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.